Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex here, and the Developer Diary episode 2 has came out, and I wanted to show you some of the bits that I've noticed in the trailer that I really think that you'll like about the game and stuff that's sort of changed for this year's game, because I've been doing this new show on my channel and people have been enjoying it, so I'm trying to go a bit more in depth in this episode, showing you some of the stuff that really is in the game, not just what they're saying on Twitter. This stuff looks like it's actually going to be in the game because it's actually on the gameplay they've shown. So yeah guys, let's get into it. First off, this clip, not really that important. We've already heard that the safety car is in F1 2012, but by this picture here, we've seen that it is confirmed in the game because the Williams is driving past. And by the looks of it, the safety cars, like as you can see, the steering of the cars, of the safety cars, steering in a little bit. So maybe it's actually going to be a little bit better because in last year's game, the wheels were straight, and it only ever came out when it was really, really necessary. So definitely safety car is in the game, which is good, and hopefully they're going to improve it, which they have said, and I'm going to look forward to playing that whilst in game. Now, whilst this trailer is about the Young Drivers test for F1 2012, they did tell you what teams you can actually start off by testing for in the game. It's actually, you can either start off with the Red Bull, McLaren or the Ferrari to test in the Young Drivers test. Now I'm pretty sure that you're not going to be able to start off in those teams, well I hope you're not, because that sort of ruins the objective of the game, but they told in this trailer you can start off with the Red Bull, the Ferrari or the McLaren. And also in this clip you can see the helmet, and by the looks of it it's a different design completely, so hopefully by the looks of it they're going to be adding in even more designs for the helmets, because last year they had like 20, hope now they might have like 30, maybe 40. I know that's quite a bit of a reach, but by the looks of it, adding new helmets into the game is always good, adding little things like that. All of them add to the game, and it's a nice little feature they have added. So we haven't heard much about the HUD in F1 2012 as of yet, but here we can see a couple of things. You can see the temperature, the warnings, and the information all look pretty similar to last year, as does the speedo, gears, DRS, KERS, fuel, and it's just the top, the position, and the lap timer and the colours up there. They look a little bit different. I think it does look a little bit cleaner. 2011's was better than 2010's, so they're just making those sort of small step ups in improvement, which is really cool. And also the colours look quite good in this game as well. I don't know whether you've noticed that. The colours and the sort of the textures and the lighting all looks a lot better than 2011, which I'm happy about because, you know, that's what they really need to try and do, is just improve the game ever so slightly over last year's. So we've heard a lot about the off-center T-cam, and here is the picture of it. They've finally sort of shown us what it's actually going to look like, and I kind of like the look of it. It's not really too far out the edge, and it's just sort of far in enough to make it actually so you can play on it. I hope you can actually play on it and it's not just the replay mode, but it's certainly something cool, and I'm happy that they've had something, you know, something a little bit different to the game, because most games don't really have that. I mean, you could maybe mod it on R-Factor, but definitely a cool thing, and can't wait to race with it. Now this part shows the number of flashbacks that you get in the game, I guess as standard on the easiest difficulty, which will be 4, same as last year, but I remember Grid, I think Grid 1 had 5, so I know they're changing it up a little bit between the F1 games and Grid, but you know, if you're not a great driver like me and you need to flashback ever so often, it's good to hear that they've sort of had that back in the game, because I've had so many times in F1 2011 when I've just ended up crashing and I've really wanted to rewind, so it's good that they've got this in the game for like the newer players and people like me that really just can't race. But yeah, something good in the game. Maybe not all players like that idea, but something definitely the newer players will like. So last off, I wanted to show you this, which is kind of what the helmet cam would be, but you don't have like the stuff around the outside to make it look like a helmet. But I guess this is the helmet cam they're going to label it as, and I think for me it looks a bit more realistic than 2011. 2011 was really weird. 2010 kind of had it alright, but I think this is probably the best out of all of them. So definitely something cool that it's actually, you know, they spent time making sure that it looks a bit more realistic, because we've had I think it was Degrassi going around Spa with the helmet cam and, you know, the driver's eye one, and I guess they've maybe took a bit of inspiration from that and sort of made it as realistic as possible. But guys, that's pretty much it for this episode of this news for F1 2012. Hope you all enjoyed it. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll bring as much F1 2012 news as I can to this channel. But guys, that's pretty much it. Hope you all have a wonderful day. It's been Alex, and I'm out of here. Bye.